Alright, welcome back to Travel Diary. I'm Sharjeel Shahir, and today we are parked at the shoulder of a narrow mountain pass in the northern areas of Pakistan. On this episode, a tight 5-minute rig check that could turn a roadside drama into a quick story over chai. We'll walk the checks you do with your eyes and hands and the tiny fixes that keep you moving or keep you safe until help arrives. Picture this, you are rounding a blind bend, the engine is humming, and suddenly a loud ripping thump. Your tire gives up. There's just a steep drop on one side, and the only phone signal is a single bar. 5 minutes of preparation before you left could have changed that scene entirely. Today, I'll show you what those 5 minutes look like. In the next few minutes, you'll learn three things: what to eyeball on tires and brakes, the quick fluid and electrical checks that matter, and the compact emergency kit, plus a couple of safe fixes you can actually do roadside. By the end, I'll point you to a printable rig checklist on the show site. Grab it before your next trip. Why this matters? A year ago, I was driving past one of those famously narrow passes with a friend. We noticed a tiny bulge on a rear tire, shrugged it off, and kept going. 20 kilometers later, at the worst possible corner, the tire failed. We were lucky no one was injured, but the recovery wait was ours. Since then, I treat tire checks like passport checks: quick, automatic, and done before every long mountain run.
That bulge story makes me wince every time. I always tell friends, if a tyre looks nervous, it probably is, and don't argue with a nervous tyre.
Section 1: Tires and Brakes. This is your first stop. Step 1: walk around the car and look at each tire, sidewall, and tread. You're checking for bulges, cuts, fresh cracks, and foreign objects. If the sidewall looks bleached or the cords show through, don't risk it. A tire like that can fail without warning. Step 2: quick tread check. Use a coin or just your thumb. If the tread is flattened in places or the wear is uneven across the tire, that's a clue to alignment or suspension problems that worsen on steep grades. Step 3: tire pressure. If you have a portable gauge, check cold pressure before a long run. If you don't, press the tire with the heel of your hand. A completely flat tire is obvious, but even a soft tire feels sloppy underfoot. Brakes. Listen and feel. On a short, safe drive, check the pedal feel. It shouldn't sink or feel spongy. If the pedal is low or there's a pulsing under braking, that's a red flag. And never ignore odd noises. Grinding or new squeals mean stop and inspect before the road gets steeper. If you suspect brake fluid loss, don't drive downhill, stop, let things cool, and call for help if needed. Section 2: Fluids, battery, and lights. These are the bits people skip, but they matter. Oils: the dipstick is your friend. With the engine off and level ground, pull the dipstick. Wipe, reinsert, and read. Low oil invites overheating and engine damage. Top up to the correct mark, but avoid overfilling. Coolant. If your overflow bottle is below the minimum, add the correct coolant mix only when the engine is cool. Brake fluid and washer fluid are quick to check. Low brake fluid can indicate warm pads or a leak. Battery checks: look for white or greenish corrosion at the terminals and for any looseness. A loose terminal is an easy fix. Park safely, disconnect negative, then positive if you are comfortable. Clean lightly, reseat and tighten. If you are unsure, stop and ask for help. A mistaken battery move can spark trouble. Also, test lights. Headlights, high beam, brake lights, and indicators. Have someone or a reflective surface confirm they work.
Don't forget a bright torch or headlamp for these checks. The sun drops fast in the mountains, and fiddling under the bonnet in low light is where people make mistakes. Keep your toolkit ready and visible.
Emergency kit essentials: a full-size spare or at least a proper space saver, a jack and lug wrench that actually fit your car, puncture repair kit and pump, a set of jumper leads, a roll of strong duct tape, a small selection of fuses, gloves, a basic toolkit, and a high visibility vest. Store these where you can reach them without unpacking the entire boot. under the boot floor or in a side compartment. Practice pulling them out at home so that roadside seconds don't become frantic minutes. Section 3, quick fixes and when to stop. Safe jumpstart basics. Connect the positive clamp to the dead battery's positive terminal first. Then connect the other positive to the live battery. Connect the negative clamp to the live battery's negative and the final negative clamp to an unpainted metal ground on the dead car away from the battery. Start the donor car, then the dead car. Never lean over a battery while starting. Swapping a blown fuse is often the simplest fix. Know where your fuse box is and carry a few common spare amps. Replace like for like and never use foil or shortcuts. Reseating a loose battery terminal can restore power immediately. Ensure the car is off. Clean the terminal lightly and tighten securely. But here's the rule. If a fix needs you to work on a steep slope under the car or requires you to improvise with unsafe tools, stop. Move to a safe spot. Put up a warning triangle and call local recovery or a friendly garage.
I'll add one small habit. Take a photo of your parked car before you start any roadside work. It helps you remember position, and if you need to describe your location to recovery services, a picture is gold.
Recap in 3 lines. 1. Tires and brakes, visual checks, pressure, spare ready. 2. Fluids, battery, lights, dipstick terminals, and a quick light test. 3. Kit and limits. Carry the essentials, try simple fixes safely, and stop if the job gets risky. For a printable, pocketable rig checklist and a suggested shopping list for your emergency kit, visit the Travel Dairy website and download it before your next trip. If you found this useful, subscribe to Travel Dairy for short, practical episodes like this one. Quick tips, real stories, and the occasional chai-fueled rescue tale. Alright, drive safe, check your rig, and make mountain memories, not breakdown stories. That's it for today.
Subscribe, download the checklist, and don't argue with nervous tyres. See you on the next pass.